Maria, seriously, why are you still living in your parents' house? Like, I don't get it. Daniel and I are getting married, okay? And we're gonna live in that house, obviously, so shouldn't you be, like, gone by now?
Gone by now? Ayla, this is my home. I've lived here for years. Why would I just move out because you decided to move in?
Because it's super weird. I mean, who just stays in their parents' house forever and never gets married? That's just sad and kind of gross, honestly. Don't you feel awkward, like, at all?
No, actually, I live here. I work here. I have a whole routine that doesn't involve pretending someone else suddenly owns the place.
Okay, but Daniel's the oldest. That means this house is gonna be his. Everyone knows that. So, yeah, it's kinda rude for you to just stay here like nothing's changing.
Our parents still live here, Ayla. It's not yours. It's not Daniel's either. You're not moving into a palace you inherited. You're just crashing in the guest room.
Wow, okay, first of all, it's not crashing. It's called starting a family. And second, I'm not trying to be mean, but you don't even work. You're always in your room doing who knows what. It's giving major jobless energy.
I've told you before, I work from home. I freelance. That means I don't have to leave the house to earn a living.
Oh my god, that's just what people say when they don't want to admit they're unemployed. Freelance means nothing if you're just watching Netflix in pajamas all day. Be honest, when's the last time you even made money?
Last week, actually, and the week before that, and the week before that. I have clients. I have deadlines. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening.
Whatever. All I know is Daniel and I are getting this house no matter what you say. It's tradition. The eldest son gets the home, the wife redecorates, and the siblings move out. That's how it works.
That's how it works in fairy tales and daytime soap operas. Our parents have made it very clear that this house isn't being handed down like some royal heirloom. They've said 100 times they're planning to sell it.
Oh, come on. They're just saying that. Everyone knows parents always leave something for their kids. And I bet they'll change their minds once they see how perfect Daniel and I are as a couple. Like, obviously this house is meant to be ours.
So you're planning your whole future around a house you don't own, don't pay for, and were never promised?
Yeah? I mean, look at it. It's huge. It's pretty. It's in a good neighborhood. Where else are we supposed to live? In some tiny apartment like peasants? I mean it, Maria. I want you out as soon as possible. I don't want to spend my newlywed life living with a sad little parasite who doesn't know when to leave.
Unbelievable. Daniel, what the hell is going on with your fiancé?
Wait, what? What do you mean? Did you guys have a fight or something?
She just texted me out of nowhere, told me I should have already moved out of the house because you two are getting married. She said I'm in the way and called me, and I quote, a sad little parasite who doesn't know when to leave.
Oh my god, she actually said that to you?
Yeah, and more. Apparently, I'm freeloading, embarrassing, pathetic, and ruining your big romantic homecoming. So, do you want to tell me why your bride-to-be is trying to evict me?
Maria, I swear I had no idea she messaged you like that. I told her we'd figure out things as a family. I didn't tell her to harass you.
You didn't just forget to mention this little cohabitation bombshell, Daniel. You two are getting married and moving into my house, and no one even gave me a heads up. That is, until she started acting like I'm some squatter.
Look, I'm really sorry. I never wanted it to go down like this. Honestly, I didn't think she'd take it this far. I thought... I thought we could ease into it. I didn't think she'd go behind my back and text you directly. That's seriously messed up.
Oh, you think?
You're not moving out. You don't have to go anywhere, okay? I want to be clear about that. This is your home, too.
Then explain it to me. Why now? Why is this suddenly happening?
Because Ayla got it into her head that this house is some kind of fairy tale prize. She saw the yard, the big staircase, the fancy kitchen, and everything, and now she's obsessed. She said she fell in love with the architecture and could already picture the holiday cards. I thought she was just being dramatic, but then she insisted on moving in, wouldn't drop it.
So she's emotionally attached to the floor plan?
I guess, but it's more than that. She thinks because I'm the oldest, I'm entitled to the house. Like, guaranteed. She said something like, it's tradition and I'm marrying into it, so technically it's already ours.
That's delusional. You know Mom and Dad already said they're not leaving an inheritance. They've told us both they're selling the house to pay for their retirement. I've heard it from them for years.
I know, I told her that. I swear I did, but she doesn't believe me. She says parents always say that, but then when the time comes, they leave it to their kids anyway, because that's what they're supposed to do. Her words, not mine.
Unbelievable. And let me guess, she thinks I'm secretly trying to snatch it out from under her?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Are you serious?
She thinks our parents might leave the house to you instead. She's convinced you're playing the long game, staying here, being quiet and sweet and helpful so that they'll hand it over behind my back.
That's insane. I've never once asked them for anything. Not this house, not a penny. You know that.
I know, I told her that, but she won't let it go. She says it's suspicious how you've stayed here so long. She thinks your remote job is just an excuse to never leave. She actually said if Maria really had money, she'd be out of here by now.
So I'm poor and lazy until proven otherwise?
Maria, I'm not defending her. I'm just telling you what she said. She's paranoid. She thinks if she doesn't act now, meaning move in, settle in, redecorate, host Thanksgiving, all that jazz, then you're gonna steal her future. Her words again, not mine.
This is starting to sound less like marriage and more like a land war.
Believe me, I know. I didn't think it would spiral like this. I figured if she actually lived with us, saw that you're working, and saw that the inheritance thing is a dead end, maybe she'd calm down.
So you thought bringing the paranoid person closer to her imaginary enemy would settle things?
Okay, it does sound pretty dumb when you say it like that.
Because it is dumb, Daniel.
I just didn't know what else to do. I didn't think she'd actually corner you like this.
Well, she did, and now you're going to have to deal with the consequences. I'm not just letting her walk all over me because she thinks wife equals queen of the estate.
I get it. You have every right to be angry at her.
Good, then you also understand that I'm not moving out. I'll tolerate this setup for 1 year. That's it. 1. And only because I don't want to make Mom and Dad deal with drama they didn't ask for.
Okay, 1 year. That's fair. That's totally fair.
And during that time, you're going to explain to her clearly that I'm not after the house. That our parents have already made their plans. And that calling me a parasite is the fastest way to get kicked out herself.
Yeah, you're right. I will, I promise.
And she's going to apologize directly. not some half-baked, "Oh, I didn't mean it like that," or "I'm sorry if I offended you," or any of that nonsense. I want her to say the words, "I am sorry." Otherwise, I'm not even pretending to play nice.
Got it. I'll talk to her tonight. Honestly, I don't know what's gotten into her lately.
Greed, insecurity, delusions of grandeur. Take your pick.
Yeah, all of the above.
Hey, Maria, just a heads up. I waxed the hallway floor this morning, like the whole thing. So, if you could just stay in your room all day, that'd be great. It needs like a full 24 hours to dry properly, or it'll get ruined.
You wax the floor? The entire hallway? Since when do you even clean?
Well, I'm a married woman now. I'm nesting. And besides, the floor was totally dull and depressing, and I have an eye for aesthetics, okay? I'm just trying to make the house more livable for everyone.
That's not the issue. You're telling me I can't leave my room for an entire day? What am I supposed to do about meals? Use a pulley system from the window?
I don't know. Figure it out. You're not exactly running around doing errands. You just lie in bed with your laptop all day anyway. What do you need food for?
Ayla, I've told you over and over I work from home. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, remote work, freelance, blah blah. Honestly, it's getting kinda old. Just be a good little quiet parasite, stay in your room, and let the married couple enjoy their home.
Yet again, Ayla, you are simply unbelievable.
Thanks, you're a gem yourself.
Ayla, what the hell is this?
What's what? I don't know what sort of stupid problems you have locked up in your room all day.
Skip the act, you know what I'm talking about. My bookshelf, my files, my design tablet, all of it is sitting in the trash bin outside, in the pouring rain, I might add.
Oh, that. Yeah, I figured if you weren't using any of it, it was just junk. I was doing you a favor, honestly. A little spring cleaning.
You were helping me by throwing out my property without asking?
Maria, don't get so dramatic. You act like I set your stuff on fire. I just thought maybe if I cleared some space, you'd finally take the hint and move out. It's been months.
You went into my room, you opened drawers, snooped through my things, and decided what I did or didn't need?
I mean, yeah, I was curious. You're always talking about your job, but when I peeked inside, it didn't look like a workspace. It was just some sad little laptop on a desk and nothing else. No printer, no monitors, no business cards. It looked more like a cozy nap zone than an office.
You're unbelievable. Do you actually think a person can't be successful unless they've got a fax machine and a company mug?
I'm just saying, it didn't scream career woman, okay? It screamed bored spinster with a Pinterest addiction.
You think you know everything because you got married last spring and downloaded a cleaning app. Let me make something very clear. That laptop, that's all I need. I design full websites, full branding suites, full e-commerce builds. I work with clients all over the country. I'm not pretending. This is real.
Please, a laptop and some stickers don't make you a CEO. What, you expect me to believe you're raking in cash just sitting in your pajamas?
Yes, actually, I make $300,000 a year.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Between web contracts and investments, I cleared $300 grand last year, and that's after taxes.
Oh my god, that is such a lie! You're lying. There's no way. You live here. You eat leftovers. You wear the same leggings every week. That's not what rich people do.
That's what smart people do. I don't flaunt it because I don't have anything to prove to anyone, especially not to you. I've been saving for years. I've planned my life very carefully. I always knew I wanted to stay single, live independently, and never have to depend on a man or a house I didn't own.
Okay, wow, someone rehearsed this whole speech, huh?
I didn't rehearse anything. I've lived it, and I'm done hiding it. I've tolerated your nonsense long enough, Ayla. The insults, the sabotage, the floor waxing, hostage situations, the trash raid. I'm not playing along anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'm leaving today.
Leaving where?
To my new condo. It's in that high-rise building that just got built this year. I bought it outright. No lease, no mortgage.
Shut up. No, you didn't.
I did.
You're bluffing. There's no way you can afford something like that. You're just trying to scare me.
Ayla, I've been preparing for this for years. I've got savings, I've got investments, and I've got income that doesn't depend on anyone but me. I don't need this house, and I definitely don't need you acting like you own it.
Wait, no, hold on. You can't just leave like that. What about your room and the furniture?
I already arranged movers. They'll be here in 2 hours. The furniture I want is going with me. The rest can rot, just like my design tablet did in your rain-soaked little stunt.
But you can't just go. That's so unfair. You're abandoning your family.
I'm not abandoning anyone. Mom and Dad support me. They always have. You're the one who barged in here and started acting like this was your personal castle. You know what's really unfair? You standing in the kitchen and declaring the house yours while treating me like some squatter who overstayed her welcome.
Well, it's not like there's no reason for that. This house is gonna be mine someday. It's supposed to go to Daniel. Everyone knows that.
That's not happening. They've said it repeatedly. This house is going to be sold to cover their retirement and long-term care. It's not a wedding gift. It's not a prize. It's a resource they worked their whole lives for, and they have every right to use it however they choose.
They'll change their minds. People always say stuff like that, but they don't mean it.
They mean it. The paperwork is already in motion. They're meeting with a broker next month. I've seen the calendar invites. The plan is to sell it, cash out, and move into a nice retirement community. A really nice one, with wine tastings and movie nights.
But that's ridiculous. This is a family home. What kind of parents do that?
The kind who don't want to spend their golden years babysitting an ungrateful daughter-in-law who thinks everything she touches is her kingdom. You don't get this house, Ayla. You never did.
I cannot believe this. I did everything right. I married the eldest son. I moved in. I was ready to be the lady of the manor. This was supposed to be my life.
Then maybe you should have invested in your own dream instead of trying to hijack someone else's.
You are so selfish. You're just jealous I got married before you, and now you're doing this to spite me.
You can believe that if it helps you sleep, but while you're still here stomping around like you own the place, I'll be drinking espresso on my balcony and designing a skincare brand's homepage for 10 grand a pop.
This isn't over. You're gonna regret this, Maria. You'll see.
No, Ayla, you'll regret it, because I've already moved on. I've got keys, contracts, and a future. You've got delusions, entitlement, and a husband who's starting to realize what he married. Goodbye.
Hi, Maria. So, random question, but can I come visit your new condo sometime? I heard you got a penthouse? Like what? That's insane. Seriously, I saw a pic on Mom's phone. That view is unreal. Is that downtown? Like near the Riverwalk? You've got taste, girl.
I could have sworn that I told you not to contact me.
Whoa, okay. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Just thought maybe things had cooled off a little.
They haven't.
Look, I know things got tense between us. And maybe I said a few things that were a little, not ideal. But I honestly didn't mean them the way they came out. You know how I get when I'm stressed. It's just my tone. It's not personal.
It was personal, every word of it.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't mean for it to blow up like that. I was just frustrated and kind of confused. I didn't know you were doing so well. If I had, I never would have said all that stuff.
So the insults would have stopped if I had shown you my pay stubs?
No, that's not what I meant. I don't know, okay? I guess I got caught up in things. It felt like everything was moving so fast, and then suddenly I was living with you and Daniel, and it was all so awkward.
It was awkward because you made it awkward. You acted like I was in your house. You tried to erase me from a place I lived in long before you ever met Daniel.
Okay, yeah, I sucked. Totally, I'll admit it. But can we just, press reset? I mean, I get it now. You're not some loser hiding in her room. You've actually built something, and that's, really inspiring. I want us to be real sisters now.
I'm not that forgiving.
Come on, seriously?
You spent months trying to get me thrown out. You trashed my things. You mocked my job, my lifestyle, my worth. And now, because you found out I'm successful, you want to be friends?
I've always wanted to be friends. I just didn't know how to say it without being mean, I guess.
You don't get to rewrite what happened just because your narrative fell apart.
Please, Maria, please. I'm not asking you to throw a party or anything. I feel like everyone's turned against me. Mom won't answer my texts. Dad's been cold. Even Daniel's acting weird. I feel like I'm completely alone and I'm just trying to hold on to something.
Yeah, well, actions have consequences.
I know, I get that, totally. But don't you think I've suffered enough? I'm not even invited to family dinner this weekend. Mom said it's just for the ones she can trust. That hurt, Maria, really deeply. I feel like she doesn't even care what happens to me anymore.
She's just tired of pretending you're someone you're not. So am I.
Please, don't say that. I'm trying, okay? I'm actually trying now. I swear I've changed.
Oh, believe me, Ayla, I'm going to see to it personally that you change.
What's that supposed to mean, Maria?
Maria? Nope. Sorry, try again.
Wait, Daniel? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I took her phone. She left it on the table. She doesn't want to talk to you. Not now and not ever again.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm sick of watching you embarrass yourself. And honestly, I'm done covering for you.
Oh my god, are you seriously mad at me now?
Mad doesn't even begin to cover it, Ayla. You turned my family against me. You humiliated my sister in her own home. You spent months treating her like garbage. And now that she's living out her life, suddenly you want to be best friends?
I said I was sorry. I'm just trying to fix things.
You're not trying to fix anything. You're trying to claw your way back into the family because Mom won't return your texts and Dad won't speak to you unless you're in the same room. Though he avoids you as much as possible in person, too.
This isn't fair. They're acting like I murdered someone.
They're acting like they're finally seeing you clearly. And they kicked us out, Ayla. Out of the house.
Wait, what?
You heard me! We're out! Done! No room, no guest bed, no family dinners, nothing! Mom packed up the last of our stuff and left it on the porch. Dad told me I could come back when I stopped being a coward, which honestly I deserved. You, he didn't say a word about.
You didn't tell me that.
Because I knew you'd throw a tantrum, and because I was still hoping, stupidly, that things might cool off. But they won't. You broke it, Ayla, all of it, and now I'm stuck right there with you.
This isn't my fault. How is this my fault? You didn't have to side with Maria all the time. You didn't have to let her stay.
It's your fault because you acted like she was a threat instead of family. You thought kicking her out would get you the house. Newsflash, it didn't. All it got you was a one-bedroom apartment above a laundromat and two furious parents who don't want you in their will.
A laundromat? We're living above a laundromat?
Yeah, tiny unit, leaky windows, no AC. I'm scraping mold off the ceiling in the bathroom with a spatula because we can't even afford a proper repair.
Oh my god, no, that's not real. You're exaggerating.
I'm not. We don't have hot water after 10 p.m. We don't even have a garbage disposal. And we can't afford movers, so I'm hauling boxes myself in a borrowed truck.
But what about the savings account? What about your bonus?
Gone. You spent it, every last dollar. You dipped into the emergency fund without telling me to buy a $400 standing mirror because it was aesthetic. You blew through my bonus on branded linens, candle subscriptions, and a pink air fryer we never used.
I didn't know we were that low on cash.
Because you don't look, you just spend. You treat money like it's a toy, and now we're broke.
Okay, but it's not like we're dying. We can figure it out.
Oh, we're figuring it out, starting now. You're getting a job.
Excuse me?
You heard me, a job, actual income. You're not a stay-at-home wife anymore. There's nothing left to stay home in. You want a roof? You help pay for it.
You can't just spring that on me. I'm not ready.
You weren't ready to be a wife either, but that didn't stop you. I don't care what you do, grocery store, diner, warehouse, it doesn't matter. If they'll give you a paycheck, you're taking it.
This is insane. I'm not built for this kind of work.
You weren't built for ruining my life either, but here we are. So suck it up, because I'm done pretending we're okay.
What does that mean?
It means I'm giving this marriage 6 more months. Enough time to rebuild, get steady again, and hire a lawyer. After that, I'm reevaluating everything.
You're not serious.
I'm dead serious. You wanted the house, the family, the title. You blew it. Maria's out there thriving, and we're living paycheck to paycheck because you couldn't keep your ego in check. So yeah, you're getting a job starting Monday. End of story.
After being kicked out of the family home, Daniel and Ayla relocated to a cramped apartment that had no AC, but did have noise from the laundromat dryers below. Daniel, now deeply disillusioned, told friends they were technically still married. At least until he recovered the savings Ayla burned through. Once he's financially stable, he says, he'll revisit the matter of divorce. Meanwhile, Ayla, once proud of her curated housewife aesthetic, now juggles a call center by day and greasy diner shifts by night. Every paycheck she earns goes straight toward reimbursing the emergency funds she drained without asking. Her nails chipped, her hair in a permabun, she swears she's just in a transition phase. As for me, I'm thriving. My condo is quiet, my work is steady, and my nights are my own. Occasionally, I'll get a message from Ayla, pretending to be casual, begging for a second chance, asking to rebuild our bond. But I don't respond. Why would I? The story is over. The woman once branded a parasite walked away richer, freer, and untouchable, and the self-proclaimed queen of the house was left scrubbing tables just to survive.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.